Hey, good morning, peeps. Today I'm going to go through some of the things that are beauty and beauty body staples that I have in my bathroom. So I have a bunch of stuff over here, so I'll go by them one by one. I'll start with one of my favorites, activated charcoal. I use activated charcoal for teeth whitening. It's a natural, gentle way to kind of boost the whiteness of your teeth. So what I do is I get these, they come in little I love this trick. I love when YouTubers do this. It's so funny to me. So it's a capsule right here, and it has powdered activated charcoal in there. This is really great because a lot of it comes in a bottle. 100 capsules come in this bottle, so you are able to use these capsules for a lot of different things. You can sprinkle activated charcoal into your masks if you want. You could sprinkle it in your toothpaste or on your tooth powder. So I'll show you my tooth powder. I recently switched over to a powder instead of a paste. Not only is it easier to travel with, but you don't have to worry about a plastic toothpaste tube that you have to throw away at the end. This is much better. So I tried out for the first time this brand called Bohemian Collection. So they have a double tooth powder mouth rinse collection here. So these are the two. I love this bottle, but what I wanted to do was use this bottle for something else, and so I emptied it out and put it in here. So this is just a little container that I got from, I want to say Michael's or something like that. It comes with this cute little scoop. Notice it's all black. Notice it's all black because I have been using it for my tooth powder mix. So I'll give you a peek inside. So the tooth powder is normally maybe a grayish green color, and I've sprinkled some activated charcoal in there, so it gives it a little bit of a whitening boost. So I really like that. It works pretty well. I use it on a daily basis. And this is a black owned brand, and I was like, okay, let me support them. When this oral rinse finished, I was thinking of reordering another batch, but I still had the tooth powder, a lot of it actually, compared to the rinse. The rinse finished at a faster rate than the tooth powder, so I had to quickly get rid of this. And as luck would have it, I happened to win this mouthwash. Don't ask me how. They had this random thing at this food store, this natural food store that I go to. So this is Dragonfly Effects Naturals Wild Forager mouthwash. This mouthwash is actually kind of bomb. So let's look at some of the ingredients. Distilled water, blackberry roots, sumac berry, green tea, myrrh, horsetail, alcohol, peppermint oil, vegetable glycerin, colloidal silver. I always don't know how to say this one. Echinacea? I don't want to make myself look terrible. Sorry, whatever it is, I'll spell it out there so you can see. I use in the morning this here, the tooth powder with a little bit of activated charcoal, and this Forager mouthwash, and it works pretty well. And as you can see how huge this bottle is, this bottle will last me for quite some time. Coconut oil. Maybe about a few months ago, I used to be really into oil pulling. I really hate morning breath. I know it's a fact of life and everyone has morning breath, but I hate it. So oil pulling as soon as I wake up in the morning, but I just find that my teeth feel smoother, and in combination with all the different things, the other natural things I'm using for my toothpaste and all that, it seems to work pretty well. Onto the face stuff. When I'm washing my face, if I want to exfoliate, I used to have a spin brush, and then the battery of my spin brush died, so I just never replaced it. But I did buy these little buff pads. So if you see, they're very fluffy. But as far as texture goes, I don't know if you can see that, but it's pretty rough in texture. So it does a great job of really exfoliating. So in there is a little bit of walnut shell and other things like that. So I'm on my last leg of my other one, so I'm about to replace it, but essentially I use this with my black soap. So I still use other soaps, but I have switched to black soap. This African black soap is the legit black soap. So I use it. It tends to be a bit drying, so I make sure that if I use that, I'm using a little bit of moisturizing stuff in there. This is rose water. I love rose water. This brand was from Ross or something. It's like Pearl Essence, and I know it's not organic rose water, so I'm quickly trying to finish it. But it's good for a lot of different things. I use it just to mist my face. After my face gets a little dry from the black soap, I mist my face with some rose water, and then I put on all my toners and things like that after I've spritzed my face a little bit. This is also good for a middle of the day hydrating spray. If you feel like your makeup is starting to look a little bit dry, you could just spritz your face. What I do is I oil blot, and then I go ahead and spritz my face to bring a little bit more life back in. So I keep a travel spray of this rose water. Like I said, I don't want to waste it or throw it away, but I'm trying to get done with it as fast as possible. It's also a good, it says pick me up for dehydrated skin. So if for some reason it's winter right now and you're just like, dry and itchy, you could just go ahead and spray yourself very quickly with this, and it's very helpful. So when I get home after work and I want to take off my makeup, I am running out of this stuff. This is jojoba oil. Jojoba oil is my oil cleansing method. So I will use this, do about 2-3 pumps, rub it between my hands, and then rub it into my face. It really removes eye makeup very well, lipstick, especially matte lipstick. So I do that, loosen up all the makeup, and then I use the black soap to kind of strip everything off my face. So the black soap does a great job of removing everything, the gunk, even some of the good oils that you need. So you want to bring it all back in. Then I follow up with apple cider vinegar and water toner. I might tweak this toner a little bit. I once added tea tree to this toner and my face was low-key on fire for like 5 seconds. Instead of cotton balls, I've switched a while back actually to reusable cotton rounds. It's just like a piece of flannel, really. A piece of flannel that I use, and I will just spray a little bit of apple cider vinegar and I will use it to clean my face. If I have any active breakouts, I will get a Q-tip. Q-tips are the one thing I haven't figured out how to replace exactly. If you know how to reduce waste in terms of Q-tips, let me know. I use the regular plastic kind, but I would like to switch over if there's a good alternative. So I use the Q-tip, dip it in a little bit of tea tree oil, and then I just kind of let it tingle and soak in. And then from there, I then put on this serum that I made. So the serum is essentially licorice root and rosehip oil combined together, and then I added a couple drops of rosemary. So what this serum is supposed to do is it's supposed to help with fading scarring. I was using rosehip before and it was pretty effective, but then I decided to combine it with licorice root, which is known to be pretty effective on lightening dark marks. And then I use an eye serum. This eye serum is Primrose oil and there's something else. Primrose oil and vitamin Primrose oil and vitamin E oil in here. And so it's just a little roller. I really like this roller. You can use it for, travel perfume and things like that. So I'll probably get another one of these for other purposes. Also, Shea Butter. Once again, this is like a repurposed jar for something else, but it's glass and I like it. So I have raw shea butter here. I think it's from Ghana. My mom brought it back with her when she went on a trip. So raw shea butter, I put that on my face. It's the last thing I put on my face before I go to bed. My sister had been using raw shea butter and I was just like, I'm too much of an oily girl to use raw shea butter. But I've realized that in the winter, my skin has changed so much. Maybe I get shiny, but I'm not as oily as I used to be. So that's an interesting development. Last but not least, I randomly found this thing. It's called Bye Bye Blemish for Acne. If you use any of those what's that Mario line called? Well, they have something that's very similar. And as you can see here, it's like sulfur at the bottom and at the top, it's like a clear liquid. This stuff will make your pimples go away in 2 days. Sometimes overnight if it's just a small one, but it's a sulfur acne treatment and I would say it's very, very effective. I found this at Rite Aid. All right, I just showed you a lot of products, but those are some of my favorites that I use on a daily basis. And I think moving towards more of the natural side of beauty is really helping me as far as my minimal waste journey goes. For the most part, I'm transitioning into using reusable containers and things that I can refill over and over again. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.